Hello, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is the word of the Lord for us today. There are people who have intelligence and ability in the things where the mind is the king. They are able to solve mathematical problems, prove certain things scientifically, and invent things that make man's life easier. There are people who have gifts to make the world more beautiful. They can paint, they can sculpt, they can write, they can produce great works of fiction, movies, and plays. There are religious leaders who have the ability to expound life principles and teaching that seemingly make life easier and explain life. These, believe it or not, are actually God-given abilities. They who possess these abilities didn't one day all of a sudden decide they were going to do these things. They just came naturally. You may wish to sing a pretty or beautiful song, but if you can't sing a note, no matter how hard you try, it just won't come out right. You may wish to paint a painting that will inspire and awe and wonder. But if you can't draw, wishing will not make it happen. Eloquence in speaking can be learned to a point, but the great orators are born, not just made. All these gifts have their origin in God. And they are great blessings when laced with humility and purpose. Gifts, however, do not lead to character or morality. Often, they lead to the opposite. Often, great genius in the arts, medicine, science, and education lead to pride and arrogance. And pride will always lead to self-destruction. Lord Byron was a brilliant poet. He penned some of the greatest poetry of his generation, but he died poorly and at the age of 31, a broken man. Saul was the first king of Israel, and you know what? He was a great man. He had all the right attributes to be a great king, but pride and jealousy led him to self-destruction and suicide. Until a person acknowledges that all perfect gifts come from the Father of lights, they will use these gifts for their own selfishness and vainglory. God, however, has a means and method to temper the greatness of man. It's called trials, temptations, problems, and loss. These are designed to not make us bitter, but better. They are designed to make us humble, refined, and moral. It just depends on how we see them. If we see these things as challenges and opportunities for growth, they are the fire that purifies our heart and lives. The greatest stories and testimonies are those who have faced adversity head on and won. They inspire us to keep going when we feel like giving up. God has put in us a desire to win and succeed. This is a gift. Under the direction and guidance of the Holy Spirit, we become conquerors, overcomers, and victors. Never rely on your gifts or talents to pull you through life, but rely on the Lord and let Him use your gift for His praise and glory. When trials and problems come your way, view them as opportunities for growth and make up your mind right at the beginning that you're going to win in the end. And with the Lord, you will. My name is Robert Dean Steele. This is the word of the Lord for us today. You have yourself a great and godly day.